Greetings, everyone. I'm the Technomage. Today, I want to talk about a Twitter account named Shonen Jump News Unofficial, which every day publishes news about the Shonen Jump, one of the most renowned manga magazines around the world. A magazine that I follow to their official Android app. On the news, uh, this Twitter account publishes one of the most important, in my opinion, is the week's table of content, which announces which series will have new chapter published this week, which will have color pages, which will be absent this week, which there will be new series beginning a new serialization, and which series will be cancelled. Now, one thing you need to understand about this table of contents that they publishes news about the next week. For example, this table of content here says next week, but it was posted 2 days ago. So this table of content is for the Weekly Shonen Jump issue of next week. For this week, you have to read this table of content. The same way, this table of content published 2 weeks ago was the one for weeks just past. Now, if you pay attention to this, there is a order on this list. Now, this order is important because this order is like a pecking order of which series are more popular. For example, if next week you were to buy the printed version of the Weekly Shonen Jump and you open it, the first chapter that you will find will be One Piece. The finish reading that week's chapter of One Piece, then you will find My Hero Academia, and then Sakamoto Days, then. What's important, what's really important about this order is that series that have been too many weeks under the top 10 are series that are in danger of cancellation, like happened with Ayachimon by Kakuji. This series I liked very much. It's very interesting, very entertaining for me at least, and maybe it wasn't that entertaining for a lot of people in Japan. That is why it's getting cancelled. This manga was written and drawn by Kakuji, a manga artist that became famous thanks to his previous work called Jigokuraku or Hell's Paradise. The author had these words. The Shonen Jump also publishes these little messages written by their manga artists when they have a new chapter published this week. For example, here we have Eiichiro Oda, One Piece author, Horikoshi, Academia. Here we have Yuji Kaku giving thanks and to all the people that follow his series, Ayashimon, which I find kind of sad because, again, I like the series. I wish it had lasted for more chapters at least. As a matter of fact, one of the Twitter users follows this Twitter account, says, yes, they need Ortogachi. If that is true, I'm going to be very angry because Togashi has been in hiatus for many years and Ayashimon didn't deserve to be cancelled. And this is not the first time this happens to me. Shonen Jump already has cancelled way too soon other series that I used to follow and that I liked very much. For example, Red Hood. I also followed the series from the start when they published their first chapter, follow it week after week until they cancel it, which was very sad for me because this series was very good. It was a classic shonen story. It had a lot of potential. Now I'll try to make these videos week after week when Shonen Jump News Unofficial publishes the table of contents because I follow Shonen Jump and I know that many people out there does as well. So please follow me next week when I talk about next week's table of content and follow Shonen Jump News Unofficial on Twitter if you have a Twitter account. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next time.